Welcome, everyone. It's a beautiful day. Hope you're good. Happy new month to you and to yours. So, just as this video is just as seen online recently, and it's a video of a woman who was crying on the video and crying that herders have come to invade her farm, and it's just so unfortunate. Let me just the short stint of the story. A farmer cries out as alleged herdsmen and their cows eat up her groundnut and corn, corn farm. The incident reportedly happened last night in Akamoge in Ezago local government area of Enugu State. Or for the benefit of doubt, let me just be clear. I mean, in days and times like this, things can crop up. I'm not saying that that video was not shot in Enugu State. Wherever that video was shot, whether it is in Zamfara or Karanamoda or Anambra or Bayelsa, it's something that we must speak about. It's something that we must, begin to address as a matter of fact. Okay, look at how devastating that woman is. At the very best, if you even catch these guys who did this thing to her farm, and they are asked to pay for whatever it is that they have destroyed, it wouldn't be to the extent of what she has spent. Nobody can pay for your time. Forget this thing that people wake up every morning and go to work and say that they're working. It's okay to go to work. I'm not saying, not castigating anybody, but whatever you're earning, I'm not sure it is commensurate with the time that you put for that job. I'm not sure.
Agreke moon. Ihe mabo chimo opi ofodele, what you eat ofodele. Utu nempam makesi. Ihe ba no ka icon. This year be ihe ma uta no bekele, binda usabi anaba ni tata. We jido ka ni na icon ihe and the granite maybe shipo. Taha ni ne from ihu to azu. Ihe mabo ka. Icon, I'm a fertilizer. Ọbụla obele ka ọka fatalfa niile jide okpekele wa mmadụ bọfta bọfa niile na jide dị ọka niile itali shikpo ọfa niile ikwashi afụwa anọ m akpa anyị na fon shi anyị bịakwa na ihe icon ihe a ga-agwụkwa na ohekwa ihe na ha takpọkwara ihe niile dị ihe wee bịa hụ na eziokwu wee shi ka mmee vidio send ọrịa ndị agara ka ha vụọ so that ka ha fe ịbụ okwe ka anyị dọgụwa ha ka ha fishi na imel ajọ ihe na ọkwa na onwe ihe abịa gwa anyị maka destin ndị makwala ka eke dahụha malụ ndị ahụ ha na-akpa biko ekwe na ya aka maka ihe ha mere nke mma adịghịkwa m obu mma ha tara ihe niile dị n'anụ mma na ọkpekere waya mmadụ sinsi bụ waya mmadụ ọrịa kọ bekere ụtara ahụhụ oke na ahụrụ obere ọka malụ ebe na mala ego one ọkpekere dalị dịsie ma ha jidere ihe niile anyị kọrọ vọftakpọ ọha niile eyi jide ọka niile akọrọ tarishikpo ihe niile dị n'anụ mma.
So the joy of having planted a crop, see it grow and harvest and sell and make money has been taken away from her. The joy of earning as much as she should to make money for herself and for her family has been taken away from her. So we're talking about not just the trauma of losing this farm and the crops on it, but the anger that would be erupted from her for the losses that she would actually incur from this inhuman behavior and characteristics. I'm really pained, and I think that something must be done and be done quickly too. I understand that there is something the Enugu State government is doing about security. He's tried to do a lot of engagement with security forces and also supporting them in reaching out to these places that are quite outskirts of the state. So security is a big business, and I'm just using this opportunity to call on the authorities to please look at the rural areas. The rural areas they've been the worst hit. You know, the other day I spoke to a farmer and he narrated how difficult it was, you know, to to be a farmer. Now it's not even whether flood would wreak havoc on your farm. It's now about the fear of herdsmen attacking your farmland and eating everything. You know, I think it's about time that everybody comes to that conclusion that no Fulani man, no Igbo man, whoever it is, should move their cows from one place to another, because that's actually what causes it. If you have cattle situated somewhere, and then it behoves on the header to go and look for food somewhere and get for them, then it's a totally different ballgame. You know you are going to buy whatever you're going to buy, the feeds for the cow, to feed them in a particular place. You don't move them from one place to another. It's not done. Brazil, USA, Canada, Spain all have cows and cattle, and they keep it in one place, and they are even fatter. They feed well, better than the ones that we ran in Nigeria, moving them from one place to another, you know, putting strain on themselves. And then that same cow that will move from Kano to Enugu, they will still kill it, and people will still eat it. The risk involved. And I also understand that, forget that most of the time, the media doesn't report the other side of the losses that these herders also have. They also have huge losses, but nobody is out to report their losses. That's the truth. Nobody reports theirs, because again, the media is already skewed against them, so to speak. Yes, I can tell you for free, they have losses, but they're not the type that want to come and tell the world that they have incurred X, Y, and Z loss owing to the fact that they were moving their cows from one place to another. But again, I think it's about time that everybody comes to that conclusion, because a farmer will not leave their farm and start looking for cow to kill. It is always when the cow grazes through somebody's farm, that's when the problem starts. And so please, I think the problem, let's nip it in the bud. Tell the Mieti other people that try to find a solution across this country. Going forward, no more movement of cows from one place to another. How difficult is that? Why is it difficult to do? And I was thinking that this president was going to come and do it. But like, it is wrong. It is not right. Look at it from every angle, whether culturally. I didn't know Fulani people in Ghana. People move cows around anyhow in Ghana. I don't know Fulani people in Sierra Leone. I don't know Fulani people in South Africa, in Libya. There are Fulani people everywhere, but they hardly take their cows from one place to another. They hardly do it. They will hardly move about anyhow. But it is only in this country. And so that's why people start thinking, mate, are you sure these people are not even, are you sure there is no sinister plan? Are you sure something else is not fueling this thing? Because it makes no sense that you're moving your cow from one place to another with all the risk in this country. You're moving from one place to another, and by moving from one place to another, you're eating people's crops and rendering people's homes devastated, because that is exactly some of them. That's what they're going to feed on. That's what they are hoping to feed on throughout a period of time. So please, government of Enugu, government of Nigeria, something has to be done, and a ban must be meted on movement of cows from one place to another. That should be done. It is not. There's no two ways. That there's no negotiating it. That must be done, for crying out loud. It's not. This is where we are looking at a country that should be moving forward, thinking of 21st century ways of doing things. We see how people who are moving cows from one place to another, and we call ourselves a country.